Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be here today as we recognize National Foster Care Month. In the United States, there are over 395,000 over 60,000 here in California. During National Foster Care Month, we recognize the important role that those in our child welfare system play in supporting children, youth, and families. I want to thank Shane Harris and the People's Association of Justice Advocates for joining us this morning. Shane Harris and his organization work is crucial in raising awareness about the challenging situations facing our foster youth in our child welfare system. I also, San Diego Wear Blue Week, a campaign started by the People's Association of Justice Advocates, aims to raise awareness for foster youth in our community. That's why many people you'll see today have blue ribbons. This week, I especially want to recognize our foster parents, social workers, and child advocates who work every day in care for our foster youth. I'd like to turn the mic over to my colleague, Supervisor Desmond, who's championed San Pasqual Academy. I'm sure you're all aware. It was the first in the nation. It's been an incredible model. And I also want to thank the supervisor for, he's led the charge for the foster youth and his constituents. He's been an amazing advocate for all of them. And Supervisor, thank you for the great work that you do on this issue.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Supervisor Anderson. And we definitely want to extend our deepest gratitude to Shane Harris for his outstanding leadership and compassion in advocating for foster youth. He's a foster youth himself, for all foster youth and the supporting families who care for them. I don't know if you know I know the SEIU people know that here in the room, but the county here, we administer and run the foster care program here for the entire county. But this week, Shane's organization is partnering with the construction and industry groups to sign a mutual agreement to launch a task force aimed at creating skills and career opportunities for foster youth who don't attend college or maybe not have those opportunities available to them. So children in foster care face significant challenges, and it's our collective responsibility to ensure they are supported and empowered and provided with the resources and opportunities that they need to thrive here in San Diego County. So community leaders, advocates, social workers, foster families, and countless others, we all play a vital role in the well-meaning foster youth, in the well-being of foster youth, offering stability, hope, pathways to a brighter future. So whereas the County of San Diego, we are committed to recognizing organizations that exemplify the ideals of public service, and the People's Association of Justice Advocates is one such worthy organization. So that now, therefore, be it proclaimed by all the members today of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors on this 20th day of May 2025 that we commend the People's Association of Justice Advocates for their leadership, service, and commitment to the citizens of San Diego County, and do hereby declare this month of May to be National Foster Care Month throughout San Diego County. So now I'd like to welcome up Shane Harris for a few remarks. Just a few, Shane, but anyway.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thought I was going to talk to myself. Thank you to Supervisors Desmond and Anderson for this honor, and thank you to Supervisors Montgomery, Stepp, and Lawson Raymer, in addition, for signing today's declaration of National Foster Care Month. Today kicks off Wear Blue Week in San Diego County. What National Foster Care Month was established in 1988 by President Ronald Reagan. This annual commemoration, launched by my office of the People's Association of Justice Advocates, seeks to raise awareness for foster youth and to establish a platform for proposed policy changes that are needed for the young people that are in the system today. This month is not just about honoring those who assist our foster youth, such as our county workers, many of who are here today, we thank you, our social workers, our child and family well-being department, foster parents, and others. Although some of those individuals do fail our foster youth, many of them do right by our foster youth. This month is about also empowering our foster youth, honoring their resilience and acknowledging much-needed changes when it comes to them. Wear Blue Week is about empowering government and nonprofit institutions that have been around for a long time to listen more to this population, to listen for the policy changes, to listen for the ideas, to be innovative and reimagine foster care. Still today, foster youth right here in our county face great disparities. Roughly 2,000 foster youths are represented in our county's foster care system right now, while across America, over 368,000 children in our nation's foster care system. Still today, over 20% of foster youth age out of foster care. Just as I did when I was 18, I was dropped off right on downtown San Diego in a van with my bag of clothes and an emancipation letter. Still today, roughly 10% of foster youth go to college. And while only 3% graduate college, despite the statistics that they tout you and show you the few youth who graduate college, we know that is not reality. In San Diego County, 80% of black children enter CPS custody, ending up in non-relative placements, meaning they are placed outside of their communities and their families of origin. This is why my office is working hard to change the game for foster kids. In 2020, we signed the first ever memorandum of agreement with the county's Child Welfare Services Department to acknowledge for the first time ever that disproportionality actually exists, and to push for more culturally competent changes within the system. That led to more foster parents of color entering to try to serve, and more expansion upon cultural competency at the county level. My office worked to expand seats for the lived experience foster youth on the San Diego County Child and Family Strengthening Advisory Board. In 2021, we signed an agreement with the Regional Task Force on the Homeless to establish a first-time ever count of the general homeless population across our county to see how many people age out of foster care. In the midst of the pandemic, in partnership with the California Coalition for Youth, we secured a $42 million investment from Governor Gavin Newsom to support and protect foster youth during COVID-19. My office is not stopping there, though. We are thoroughly committed to following through on the changes that are needed now. Still too many youth exit the system and go homeless. Nothing to be proud of. Still too many youth go to college and don't end up graduating. That's why we're championing new efforts to open opportunities in the construction trades and other trades for this population. This all stems from my personal experience. The losses of my parents, the challenges that I faced, were not the end of my story. And it should not be the end of any foster youth story in America. Together we can roll our sleeves up, step up, and sometimes take criticism to make the system better for the kids that we promised a better life versus their biological families. When a child is put into foster care, the government, county, state, and federal, is promising to do better by those kids. I saw firsthand that that same system didn't do right by me. Nick Machione, the former HHSA director, signed my proclamation, my emancipation letter. I know firsthand what it was like to be in a home, caged in a room, by someone who was deemed the foster parent of the year, meanwhile neglecting me in multiple ways and abusing me, and social workers didn't believe me. That is why I will never, ever, ever, ever stand down. I will stand up courageously for the population that deserves a voice and for the population that deserves a stage. Thank you. We owe it to them to do better by them. And for those of you who get irritated by me coming down here, standing up, organizing, bringing, we are not going to stop, because this is about the kids that we promised a better life, and we have to do better by them. So with that being said, I thank Supervisor Desmond because when it came down to a vote on whether San Pasquale Academy, the nation's first residential education facility for foster youth in Escondido, would close, when county officials and supervisors, other supervisors, said that it was a state issue. It was Governor Newsom who sent it back down and said, we're going to run the table again, and it was Jim Desmond who brought the board letter to save San Pasquale Academy, the nation's first residential education facility. And supervisors knew that they had to vote to support that because it would look bad if they didn't. Today, we are not going to stop. We are on this issue, and we call on county officials, social workers, foster parents, and everyone and anyone to roll your sleeves up to do better by this population. It is a shame that 60% of human trafficking victims are foster youth. We can do better, and we must do better, but first we must acknowledge the truth. As Dr. Martin Luther King said, there's a check that has not been cashed. Today, foster youth have not gotten their checks that they're owed. And that is why we will continue to work hand in hand as we have. We've gotten free college for foster youth done. We've gotten human trafficking legislation done. But we are not done going forward. We will be organizing, and we invite everyone to roll their sleeves up to get the job done for our foster youth. So happy National Foster Care Month. Thank you, Supervisor Desmond and Supervisor Anderson. And let us all roll our sleeves up and wear blue for foster youth this week. We're going to now cut a quick ribbon up here. We've got a quick ribbon cutting to kick off National Foster Care Month. All right. 1, 2, 3. Happy National Foster Care Month. Let's join for a picture.
Thank you, Shane. Are you going to say a few words? Can you say less than Shane? He's a great guy. I love the passion and his actions, but we got to cut him. We got a business to do as well. But here, I'm sorry, don't want to cut. And you've got somebody with a tiara here that needs to be introduced.
Do you want to introduce the person?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So on behalf of the San Diego community, and as a community person, and as an ambassador for this little blue ribbon, I would like to honor you with this little blue ribbon that says, Shane, and you know, you've already heard him speak, who you are makes a difference. And I want to honor you with this little blue ribbon that says that. May I place it on you?
Sure.
It goes above your heart, placing upward to all your dreams coming true. And I know we share the dream of foster youth being seen and heard and loved like all children are seen and loved and heard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'll join for a picture. Yeah.
Mrs. Coach. Couple more. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Congratulations.